Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendi McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendi McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers. Thank you for tuning in to another podcast. Today I'm going to talk about why consistency is everything as a speaker. But first, I want to invite you over to our Facebook group. It is called Grow Your Speaking Business. Grow Your Speaking Business. It is a fantastic group of speakers. Some of them have been in the business 30 plus years, and some are just thinking about starting a speaking business. You will not be disappointed, so hop on over there and join us. I will leave the link in the show notes so you can easily find us. So, on to today's podcast, why consistency is everything as a speaker. I often meet speakers that tell me they struggle to secure speaking gigs. And after doing just a little more digging with them, the same issue always pops up, time and time again. No one knows who they are. It's not that they don't have a good speaking website or that they don't have any published articles. It's about the fact that they haven't built any trust or credibility within their field. In other words, no one knows who they are, or what they represent. While the obvious solution is to get more speaking engagements, it's not so cut and dry. Many speakers get stuck in this vicious cycle of not being booked and therefore unable to build trust and authority. However, there is a way forward, my friend, and that is being consistent. Consistency is absolutely key if you want to grow your speaking business. You might hear me say this all the time, and I might sound like a broken record, but it's so true. Consistency is absolutely key if you want to grow. Okay, now if you're not sure what I mean, I'm going to explain. Okay, the importance of consistency in business. It is tough out there at the beginning, right? But by being consistent, you can start to paint a picture to the wider world of who you are, what you deliver, and how you deliver it. Speaking businesses are like any other. You cannot take a build it and they will come approach. You have to be out there every day reminding people who you are, what you do. It means being on top of your social media networks, writing blog posts consistently, at least once a week, about things related to your topic, and getting out there to promote yourself at local events, seminars. And yes, that includes, especially if you're new, speaking for free. Okay? While it's tough, while gigs aren't coming in, it's even more important during those months when you're not speaking to keep yourself relevant. So why is consistency so important for speakers? Consistency feeds into everything you need to be a successful speaker. It builds trust. It builds likability. It builds visibility. And ultimately, it builds clients and sales. Consistency is a prereq for any successful speaker. Suppose you are all over the place when it comes to subject matter, or you go through prolonged spells without effectively marketing your services. Okay? Like, you posted a blog post and then it was like 3 months later you did another one. And it was 6 months later you threw another one out there. Or your podcast, you you did a podcast, and 6 months later you did another one, 3 months later did another one, and maybe it was another year before you did another one. You've got to stay consistent. Okay? Clients will want to know what they are going to get beforehand. If you've spoken on a range of topics, they're going to see you as a specialist in your field, right? And they won't be able to predict your ability to speak to a particular topic. However, by being consistent on a specific topic, you can put them at ease since they know exactly what to expect. A hiring party wants to be put at ease. Okay? Planners that are looking to book speakers also want to know that that person they hire will deliver valuable knowledge in a very engaging manner. They love knowing a speaker has been everywhere, and there's a lot of people in their industry. That's why you must get out there as often as possible and as consistently as possible. Now, others may dabble in the speaking game for a few weeks, maybe a few months. But if you go into your speaking venture with a consistent mindset and knowing that it will be several months before you gain traction, you are more likely to really develop a successful speaking business with longevity. All right? How to remain consistent as a speaker. Now, consistency is a broad term in the context of a speaking business, so it's difficult to narrow it down to just a couple elements. However, I'm going to cover two broad aspects of consistency here: being consistent in your actions and being consistent across your brand. Okay, do something every day that moves your speaking business forward. So the first element of consistency is doing something every day that moves the needle. If you only work on your speaking business when you have that massive burst of motivation, you'll never get anywhere. Remember, motivation gets you started, but consistency keeps you going. Let me say that again. Motivation gets you started, but consistency keeps you going. The best way to stay consistent in this regard is by doing something every single day related to your business. Even if your business centers on public speaking, blogging about topics that relate to your specialist subject is still helpful, as is posting on social media, recording a podcast, giving a free speech at a local event. It doesn't matter what it is. You just need to be doing something every day, no matter what, and staying consistent. Now, stay consistent across your brand. As you grow as a speaker, you will eventually become recognized for your personal brand as much as the content of your speeches. That's why it's vital to stay consistent across the board so you develop a very specific reputation. Otherwise, planners are going to struggle to figure out who the heck you are. Okay? When I'm talking about consistency here, I'm talking about everything from your blog to your podcast, social media, branding, even the way you dress. That way, once someone lays eyes on your branding, no matter what the medium is, they will remember you when they re-encounter it later down the road. So, to give you an example, if you use blue banners and you have kind of like a reserved personality on your website, but then you use red banners and are really loud on social media, then that is merely going to confuse every potential follower or client. Okay? So make sure you're consistent in everything from your titles to your taglines, your planner page, products, and speeches, your signature talk. You'll never be able to build a lasting business otherwise. Okay? Be consistent. As you'll now hopefully appreciate, consistency is everything when it comes to growing your speaking business. Without it, any success you obtain is going to be short-lived. From consistent messaging across your brand to constantly moving your business forward, consistency is vital to all speakers. One way to ensure you remain consistent in both regards is to have the input and support of others. And by joining others, in a similar position, you can gain greater accountability and receive feedback concerning inconsistent branding. Right? That is why we started the Facebook group, Grow Your Speaking Business. Grow Your Speaking Business. It is a group full of passionate, talented speakers, like I mentioned earlier, all helping each other kind of stay on track, offer constructive feedback, kind of swap tips and tricks on remaining consistent. So that is it for the podcast today. Hop over to our Facebook group and we can continue this discussion if you like. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes. And I like to give away a free resource during every podcast. Today is the 50 plus events or conferences that are currently looking for speakers. All right. You can go down there, click that link, grab that list, and just put yourself out there, right? Consistently. So if there's 50 and 5 of them are a good match, I want you to submit 5 proposals. And I want you to keep doing it and doing it and staying consistent, okay? And also in that free resource is a video that will show you how to use that list that is looking for speakers to help you get booked, okay? So you can grab that resource and I will leave the link in the show notes. And if you have any questions either also about that, be sure to hop over to our Facebook group, Grow Your Speaking Business, and I look forward to seeing you over there. So take care. Bye.